He starts with a throw and he completes. Pass was caught by Garrett Wilson, a gain of 7. 3rd down and 10. Just get it away before the play clock expired, and the pass is a fastball for a strike to Garrett Wilson, who has been quiet, a gain of 12. 3rd down, quick setup, quick throw, and the pass is caught for the 1st down. There he is, Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson, wow! What a catch! Touchdown, Jets! That kid's amazing.
There is no way he caught that. Young receiver as I've ever seen. This ball was up the field, so he didn't throw it on the back shoulder, and for him to be able to get his right hand out there and then concentrate and reel it in is incredible.
From the 32. Good fake down the middle.
Oh, he ripped it.
He got Garrett Wilson in stride, and this is going the distance. Just like that, the Jets have life. And wow. Wilson to Wilson, and they come right out and go with it.
And this is where Dallas is so aggressive on the back end. They play man-to-man coverage so much, and this guy eats man coverage up. And you see it's really not bad defense. It's just a bad angle by Hooker, 28.
Give Dan Quinn a lot of credit for that, too. Got a kind of a new strategy about moving people around this year. There's the pass on the money to Garrett and over to Tracy. Rushing 3. Down the middle, has got a big completion. Wilson.
We got a chance. They're going to get a Hail Mary opportunity.
In this formation for only about 7 days.
To Hall. Zach Wilson goes to Garrett Wilson again. Wilson trying to turn around, but the Chiefs close down on him. The 17 gets it out quick. Garrett Wilson in space, dancing to the 13-yard line. You know who's liking this a lot? Zach Wilson. Long leg kickers in the league, although Zerline coming back from a groin injury. 1st to 3rd down. Wilson firing sideline, and Garrett Wilson caught it with his feet inbounds, but it's where the ball is.
But on the sideline as the Jets begin this drive, Dalvin Cook, the running back, play action. Wilson has plenty of time, throwing down the field for Wilson. He's got it, and he wasn't touched. Gets up and now is down at the 40. And how about that play call on 1st down?
Finally. And then here comes the new personnel. Here's 13, 3 tight ends, all at the end of the line of scrimmage.
And off the play fake, Wilson to the air. High throw, but going up to get it is Garrett Wilson. And another 1st down as the Jets are on the move to the Eagle 37, a pickup of 15. Again, Eagles have not allowed a point off any of their turnovers this year, but Garrett Wilson on the receiving end of that Zach Wilson dart from the 7. Wilson going down the sideline for Garrett Wilson. Makes the adjustment and the grab. Garrett Wilson pulls it down at the 40-yard line, a pickup of 33.
I trust him with just about anything, but I love the trust all the way around. Quarterback to receiver and coordinator.
Red zone's been a real problem for the Jets all year. Only 4 red zone touchdowns this season. Wilson to the sideline. Garrett Wilson with the grab. Positive yardage to the 9.
Wilson throws. Garrett Wilson has it, and he's got a 1st down. 2nd and 10. Wilson takes a big hit and still completes it to Garrett Wilson. They only have 27 yards rushing today. Wilson's got some time. Lawrence is in the backfield again. Now Wilson throws it, and Garrett Wilson makes the catch. The New Jersey Hall of Fame. Congrats, Steve.
Appreciate you, Andrew.
2nd and 4. Wilson looking for Garrett Wilson. Did he get the feet down? There's some discussion about it. At midfield, it's a catch. Flag is down. Wilson down the middle of the field. Garrett Wilson has it at the 45. Flag is down. Play clock at 1. Here comes the blitz. Wilson throws. Caught by Garrett Wilson. Flag is down, and he's got the first down.
They hadn't sustained anything, but I think he's the guy who gives them an opportunity to make some plays.
Wilson out to his left, has a lot of room in front of him, and he finds Garrett Wilson. There's a start. Wilson is to the 44.
So, I mean, every throw matters, and every opportunity you have to get a big play, which is something they just don't get many of.
Here's Garrett Wilson. He does get the first down here out across the 35.
They've converted 22% of their third down opportunities. Wilson gets one here, but a flag is down. Garrett Wilson with the reception. Flag thrown at the line of scrimmage. Looks to be an offsides call. From the 33, little play action, and Wilson throws it to Wilson again. Garrett Wilson, open space inside the 30 and down to the 26-yard line. From the 40, Wilson, gain of 13, first down Jets at the 27. Here comes the pressure, the sidearm hit.
What a catch.
Wilson hangs on at the 22-yard line. Popped by Merrick.
Dalvin Cook, who is in the game. Four-man rush. Boyle throws, caught up at the 40-yard line, but well shy of the first down. Garrett Wilson making the catch there. Got 70 points that day. I mean, think about that. 10 weeks or 3 hours. That pass is caught there, but a short gain for Wilson.
Biggest gain of the night.
Yeah. Pass is caught. And then 5 wide. Pass is caught, spinning away to the 35-yard line goes Garrett Wilson. Can they get an offensive touchdown? What do you know? Touchdown. Garrett Wilson.
Watch both corners run with Garrett Wilson. He's all alone there to the left, but instead he takes the hard way and still throws a touchdown pass.
2 Super Bowls, Arizona, Pittsburgh, and Seattle, New England.
Yeah. 2 good ones.
Oh, yeah, I'll say. Catch made here, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Garrett Wilson. Backhanded catch made up at the 39-yard line to Garrett Wilson.
Jets are going to the Super Bowl. Is that what you're saying?
Not saying that. Maybe next year. Throw down at 6. Catch made by Garrett Wilson. That's his first reception today. Thanks, Shannon. Boyle has completed 9 of 15 in his second start as a New York Jet. Fires downfield, and it's Garrett Wilson who makes the catch in Falcons territory.
Right in the slot.
Boyle on 4th down. Wilson goes up and makes the catch for a Jets first down.
He looks into the nickel, and he'll go for a first down catch. Grabbed by Wilson. Wilson to Wilson. Jet sweep. They get the first down. And Garrett Wilson is the one to do it. First down and 10. Bowden, the fullback, with the block. And downfield, it's caught by Wilson again. 3rd down and 12. They need the 28. Here they come. You called it. He gets away from Grenard. Buys some time. And the throw. Caught. Wilson on the move. Working on Petrie.
But this team's had way too many negative plays.
1st and 15. There's a nice little move by Wilson to break the tackle and pick up a first down.
Gets rid of it quickly and puts it right on the money to Garrett Wilson. Threw it over the top that time of Owusu Koromoa, put the pressure on.
Try and get your offensive lineman pulling, although that can be difficult in situations like this with the snow.
Simeon, 4-man rush, has to float one, and there's Garrett Wilson who makes the catch. It goes down the sideline. A big gainer for the Jets, floated perfectly.